What's going on, guys? It's RPG Zeke here, coming at you with another unboxing video for box number 7 of GD02. This is Dual Impact. It is the second box set for the Gundam Trading Card Game. Before we get into contents of the box, as always, a moment from our sponsor. Hey guys, today's video is brought to you in part by Otaku Nation. Located in Arizona, a store where you can find all sorts of anime apparel, cosplay-related material, stuffed animals, statues, figures, books, videos, model kits, and of course trading card games. Whether it is booster boxes or singles, Otaku Nation has you covered. Otaku Nation has a lot of ways for you to stay up to date on the latest products and releases. From their website, they have events posted, location listed, a gallery so you can see what things are like, new products rolling in, and that are posted on their Instagram so you never miss a product launch. And of course, a direct link can be accessed from their website here to see their assortment of cards from the TCG Players store. So take a moment, check out their website and the link in the video description down below. Now back to the video. All right, let's get you all, say it with me, nice and close like. There you go. It's like you've seen a couple of the videos. All right, so we've got we got 130 card types, 50 common, 36 uncommon, 32 rare, 12 legend rare, 3 token, 10 resources. If you haven't noticed, sometimes I play a little game with myself where I'm like, let's try to emphasize this a little bit better. Let's try to do this next time. I think the little improvements kind of add up over time, don't you? All right, so let's get into the first booster. Again, if you are new to the series, we revisit every card starting from usually the first unboxing all the way to about the second, third, and then we kind of slow down on it. By the time we get to the 5th unboxing in the series, we're just pulling the last 3 cards, which are going to be our high rares and then our resource card. And we're going to see what kind of hits we get. Hits from the box. We're looking for 8 LRs, which are our high rares. Usually our playable pieces that we're looking for to either upgrade or make a deck. And then we've got our 2 what's called pluses. Pluses are just alt arts of cards that already exist in the box. And then you will also get 1 holo resource. Big difference between normal rares and the LRs is that the LRs are textured. As we get to those textured, I will also flick the light around on the cards so you can kind of see it, get that detail. Got the normal rare there. So speaking of LRs, we got Psycho Gundam. Give you that texture hit with the light on it. Design language on these bad boys, there's always deep lines on the unit itself. Lots of textures going on. Art style is usually very good on them. And then if we ever pull pluses for the LRs, if they came in the same box, I'll usually stack them together, kind of give you a comparison so you can kind of see what the big differences are between those cards. Buyer Lint. And we've got Gundam X and normal resource. Yeah, I've been enjoying GD02 quite a bit. Just like GD01, which I thought had really good incentive per box, because they just give you so much to work with. The 8 LRs, and then if you and a buddy or a little pod, if you play with quite a few people, end up getting a couple boxes together, you could trade for the things you want. Obviously, if everybody wants the same thing, that's a little rough, I'm sorry. Speaking of things that are rough and never sorry, is Gundam Gusian Rebake. This is another LR. Comes from the lovely series Iron-Blooded Orphans. This is a personal favorite of mine. I'm very happy to get many copies of this card. We got the deep edged lines on Gusian. He's got a lot of textures going on. Great action pose. He's a blocker found in the purple archetype, which is crazy. Or sorry, he's got blocker. It's not as common in purple, but he does have the blocker keyword, so that's really cool for a purple card. Deploy, choose one of your units, one of your enemy units, deal 1 damage to them. So he's doing damage to both. Alright, let's see what we get on this one. We got Forbidden Gundam, aka dude that uses a scythe, and Hyakushiki, and normal resource of Quibbly. I have to remember to keep my hands steady. It is rough out here. Alright. Ooh, that was smooth. That was smooth. Haman Karn's got a C. And a Quibbly. All right, cool, cool, cool. Let me give you the LR texture hit. Big fan of this one because I like the, I don't know what you would call it, like the blotching, the blot work for the texture. It's like somebody put a whole bunch of ink on paper and took like a napkin and just started like pressing on it to get like this really cool crackled blotch texture. Big fan of it. It just comes through so good in the lighting and in person. Like they just look really pretty. I've said it before, but any kind of the LRs that have the black background, it's just hard to see those details unless they have like really big craters or a slight variance between the next time you see the texture when light reflects it. Otherwise, it like just doesn't come through. It's really hard to see that. With rares, it's just the thing in focus is a matte finish. Background itself is a high gloss, normal hollow oriented card. Here is another LR. Man, we're hitting our LRs quick. This is Elmeth. This is all about helping you find a green Xeon pilot from your deck, which I think if you play Xeon Rush, you can kind of admit you have a hard time going face to shields, and then you always run out of pilot steam, and then you don't find anything. Elmeth could be the thing in the late game if you happen to go there, because let's face it, Xeon, if you don't beat me by turn 4, usually you don't reel it in towards the end, you know? You're either all gas, or you left the gas somewhere at one of the roadside stops in the galaxy. Karen Rod, this guy's Gelgoog, G-Quox, and Red Gundam. I do know Red Gundam and the G-Quox Plus artwork, because they're alt arts, do share the same panel, so they kind of bleed over into each other's artwork, which is pretty interesting. I like cards that like share the artwork. For example, like if you put them side by side, it would be like linked to some capacity. There's some overlap there. Not on these cards, but like as an example, just kind of explaining it with a visual aid, if you will. Oh man, these are going quick. Oh, what is that? Okay, one of our first pluses will show up, and I'll tell you how I knew just from seeing the corner in a moment. Got our normal rare, and we've got... Oh, I didn't even know this guy. Oh, this is pretty. What? This looks really good. Yo, this one hits. What'd this guy do again? I like didn't pay attention because he's just a rare usually. Support 2. Choose one of your other new UNE units. It can't receive battle damage from enemy units with 2 or less HP during this turn. Okay. All right, so he like kind of steps in, helps out a little bit. I see you. Level 4, 3 cost. Man, that is pretty. Yeah, so let me stop gawking over this for just a moment. So with pluses, look very different compared to their counterparts of just normal rares. And then with this guy, when I saw the corner, it's because they don't have the color badge. So for example, if we look at this, which is not this card, see how you see the blue border here? But when you look here, there's no really indication other than just the silver high gloss material that's kind of showing up over the numbers. But they removed the color in this corner so you can get more of the background artwork. And then the label over here, super shiny, it's now silver. And then there is this nice silver outline that goes throughout. Even the numbers down here are also this silver material. So when you get a plus, you will know. It is literally shouting at you, but that is our Gundam Asteron. Very sick. I didn't even know about that one, to be completely honest. They do the reveals, like if you look at Gundam's social media pages, they'll go over cards that are dropping. Check out this review, and then, you know, this preview, and then it's like 1 card a day or whatever. Cool, we got another LR. This is Gundam Age 1. He helps you ramp. You ditch a card from your hand that meets the requirement. You get an EX resource for it. Helps you get to that higher level so your cards can start doing additional abilities, or you start dropping bigger monsters. Really just depends. All right, what do we got going on here? Did I mess this up? No, this should be it. Right here, right? Okay, cool. So I can show it to you. So this is our R. This is Gundam Asteron, right? The guy we just saw. That is also our plus. So you will see very different. They are not the same. Even when it's an LR, which has all these textures and things I'm showing you, compared to just an R, very different. But going from an LR to an LR plus, sometimes it's also very different. Texture, poses, everything they're trying to go for, very different. So yeah, same card, exact same stats, exact same effects, no differences, just a visual. Really, really pretty though. And then we got our pilot, Hum and Karn. What? What? Hold on. This doesn't make sense. You can get 2+ pluses in a case? No. What? I thought it was... Okay, so let me explain. Pluses, we pulled a plus on box 5. This is from a sealed case. And I got the Barbatos LR++. I thought a case could only have one or the other. I did not know you could pull this. What? That's trippy. That's so cool. Okay, so there's 3 pluses. There's the Resource plus, which is what I'm holding. It's for G-Quox. Then there's the Barbatos LR++, which is one of the units. There's another unit, which is also G-Quox, but it's the unit card instead. And I didn't think you could pull more than one plus from a sealed case. So that's really interesting. That's news to me. I had no idea. Pluses share this design language where the outline, which you're used to seeing on LRs and even the hollow foil resource, which we haven't pulled yet from this box, it's gold instead of like a bold outline. So that's why it's really popping, is everything's actually gold. It also has like a rainbow effect on the back, and then it has that same confetti texture that we've seen on a couple LRs that are actually on this resource. So very, very cool, very interesting. Very excited to pull that because that is a complete surprise. I'm gasping because I did not know that was a potential pull. From my first case of GD01, all I got was the plus for the resource. And I was like, oh, cool. In a case, you get a plus of a resource, or potentially you get the unit, da-da-da-da-da. Maybe that's different for 2. Maybe my case is just that cracked. I really don't know. So that is very interesting. Gundam Epion. Let's go. Our LR, and again, this is what I'm talking about. You see those etched lines? Not gold, right? Just a good old LR. It's just something they get. All these textures and things. Has that texture I really like seeing, which we saw on Quibbly, is also on Epion. Or how many more? We got 2 more LR that we can pull, and then 1 more plus on the artwork. So Flit and Gundam Mark II Titans. We pulled the alt art for this guy in the last box. Oh boy, oh boy. Awakened Power, let's go. And Decisive Last Resort. I really hope Decisive Last Resort is used for some things. I'm hoping it pans out. It's like usable, but you know, what do I know? Exiling cards to pop a body is pretty sick. Ryuze Go, really good card in purple for Tekkadan. All right. Normal rares there. All right, now we're slowed down on the pulls a little bit. Man, I'm still tripping over this. I had no idea. That's so sick. All right, here we go. We got Zadis, our rare, and then a new sign, which is a new draw card. It's draw 3, ditch 2. It is a higher cost, very similar to Show of Resolve, but just helps you filter really fast. And if you do play it in archetype with what it wants, you're able to take a specified base from the trash if you played it earlier, so that's a cool way of refreshing that. It's actually this guy you could pull, for example. Argama. Ooh, that's sticky, isn't it? All right. LR, cool. These packs are so fresh that a lot of times there's like no air between the cards, so they do stick, but there's no like actual sticky residue or anything. Very pretty card. This is an LR, so we've got 1 more to grab from the box itself, while also digging for 1 more alt art. Okay. We pulled the alt art for Tall Geese already. It was really pretty. Nice. Okay, cool. So I got plenty of copies of this guy now. This is nice. Gundam Chimaris. Very pretty card. Good for filter too. If there's 4 more Galahorn cards in your trash, draw 2. Then if you do, discard 2. I don't know if they replayed it or you could go back, but it's October 24th. They did the Gundam preview from the Bandai Trading Card Game, and one of the guys on there actually played a Galahorn deck that is, in my opinion, very fun. Very, very cool. Oh, I'm pretty sure our plus is in here. And And I was like, oh, I need more copies of this so I can make something similar. I already wanted to mess around with Galahorn, and by the time you're seeing this video, I definitely have one sleeved. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Okay, this is... Ooh, what do we get? Camille Biden. Hey, all right, cool. So we got Hyaku Shiki. I'm actually going to step off camera for a moment and pull one of the cards that shares the artwork with this. So this is our other plus. Hyaku Shiki is just a rare, so it's an R+. Blocker, while friendly white base is in play, this unit gains repair 1, super sick. He links with Quattro Bagina, level 5/3, and again, that's silver border all the way around and everything. Very cool. But it does share artwork with Quibbly, and I'll show you. 1 second. Okay, so this is the Quibbly Plus, and you will notice she's shooting down Hyaku Shiki. Now you're like, how does that share the artwork? That doesn't match up. It doesn't make sense. It's because it would be like this, or if you really wanted to, I think technically, since they're looking at each other in a 3-dimensional environment, it would be like this. Does that make sense? Is this making sense? Is this tracked? Is this tracking? So from a battle stance or scenario, that is cool. Big fan. I think that's super slick. And the textures on Hyaku Shiki are very, very nice. So that is our last plus from this box. Now, it might be full of it. And we might pull something else. I don't know. I didn't even know another plus could show up in a case. So that's really tripping me out. I'm starting to doubt everything that I knew. All right, let's look here. Gundam Mark 2, Guadin. Oh my god, what are my boxes? Are you kidding? What is this? I didn't think we could. Okay, so you're still pulling a hollow resource? Oh, I'm so tripped up right now. All right, so there's a Gundam Barbatos. This is the normal hollow resource you're usually going to get. You're not always going to get this G-Quox one. That's just like found in a box from a case, right? This is what you can usually expect to find. Not this unit. It's any of the driver's license pictures you've been seeing me stack over here. But they get this special effect on them where it's like a lot of mini circles and they reflect light at different variances as we reflect it. Da-da-da-da-da. Very cool. Deep etch lines on the unit itself. And again, when we look at the plus, excuse me, the design language is completely different. It's the gold lines. It's still the driver's license profile, it's fine, but it's the textures, the colors. This doesn't have the rainbow finish. This has the rainbow finish. This is a gold inlay for all the outlines. This is just a deep etch mark that you can see as I put the light around it. And it's really high emphasis on gold and chromatic here, and this is not. So I thought this was going to get replaced by this because we pulled one of these, but we still got one of these, and then we still got all of the, 4, 8, yeah, so we still got all of these. So this is 8 LRs and all the sauce that you see over here. So that's really trippy. I thought they took place of each other. I'm really gonna have to remember this for future editing me, because I don't remember this from box set 1. Maybe it changed, or maybe my box was just that bad. I don't know, or my case. And Haman Karn. Man, GD02 is treating me good. Treating me well. So crazy. All right, what do we got here? Cool. Okay, and so I'll show this to you too, because we just happen to pull it as well. Let me scoot all these guys out of the way. Some PS10 graders probably getting really upset. These cards are touching each other's faces and backs, but you know, what can you do? Hyaku Shiki, R. Normal. No textures, because it's just a rare. It's not an LR. Hyaku Shiki Plus. Completely different. Yeah. Very nice, though. All right. Now I've kind of shown that off. So big design language difference when it goes from one to the other. Those are our rares. Resource down to the last booster for box 7. Yeah, this is so crazy. Gundam Age 1, Spallo, and Carta Gray's Ritter. And that's it. All right, so very pleased with box 7. 8 LRs. We got 2 holo resources in this box. Absolutely crazy, maddening. Still both of our pluses. Big fan of box 7. That was really, really cool. All right, now after this video, I'm probably going to brush up on some things to make sure I understand ratios and things we're expected to pull. But in the meantime, I will catch you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in box 8. Peace.